Hey, hi, this is Gurvinder. Um, so last week I launched the TypeScript version of the Browse library, and I just wanted to emphasize um, the breakthrough which it brings to the entire UI automation industry. Um, so basically, what this auto browse library is doing is effectively replacing all the test automation code which uh, any automation tester writes. That means there is no need to write or maintain expensive automation code or test cases. All you need is the BDD test which you write in your natural language, and that's the only thing which you need basically to use this auto browse library. So once you have written your um, test cases in BDD, you can just simplify create one step. I call it as like no code, but the only code which you will need is the one universal executor, and that basically will transform your natural language instructions which are coming from your BDD, um, which are then sent to the AI agent, and then AI agent is going to take those actions. And the most interesting part of it is you don't need to change your existing tool sets. So let's say you already have a lot of automation test cases written, right? And you think, okay, can I start using auto browse with that? Yes, you can. um, there are two ways to use it. One is let me go to the use it here. So one is playwright test mode, where if you see on my screen, this is the basic integration. If you are writing your all the test cases in Playwright, so you continue using Playwright, you don't need to change anything. The only thing you will need is npm install auto browse, and that's it. And then you can start using the auto browse method like the way I am highlighting here. So beyond this, above this, below this, you can still continue writing your playwright code. So what does this mean is like we are giving you the flexibility to keep your playwright code, but at the same time you can start introducing the auto browse library, and once you are satisfied, effectively you can roll it out across your entire test automation suite. But this is just one part. Like, the other part which I am more excited about is not like create maintaining this playwright test cases. That means there's no need to write this. What we can do instead is switching to the other section, that is BDD mode with playwright BDD. So playwright BDD is a library which allows you to write your BDD test cases, and if you have those BDD test cases, that means you don't need to write anything else. So for example, here what you see on my screen, this is a feature file. This is how you write your UI test cases in BDD, and that's it. This is only what you need. Like, this is one file. You can have like 100 feature files or 200 or 1000 feature files like this, and this is the only thing you need, right? Once you have these feature files written, right, the only code, the only TypeScript file which you will need is this, what you see on my screen. This is the only step which you will ever write, and this particular universal step here is going to convert all these steps which are there in your feature file, and it's going to execute um, your test cases. And this AI agent is going to take care of everything, right? So this is the most exciting part. um, of this library that it actually eliminates the need to write any automation code. And this is truly revolutionary. Like, I have looked at, there are a lot of people who are trying to build these tools. There are other companies which are trying to do browser automation, but you still end up, like, maintaining some sort of code or some sort of, there are certain wrappers, the way they have built in it does not like truly integrate with your current ecosystem. What this proposal is, like, this has to be production ready. That means you can start using it right now. And for example, if you decide to move away, the only thing which you need to do is, like, stop using it, that because you had not made any investment in terms of like migration. So with a lot of other tools, they might ask you, okay, there's a migration effort needed, like, when you start using this. Or maybe, if you decide not to use it, you will need another step to migrate. But with this auto browse library, there is no need for you to migrate anything, because you are not writing any code. Effectively, what you have is your bdd framework. And that is most exciting, because that any which ways you will need, right, to write your business scenarios, right? And that can also be automated right now. It's not there as part of the auto browse library, but we are in talks of, like, how we can improve it, so that, effectively we can aid to write the bdd steps as well. So there are certain plans that's on the roadmap, which we will do. But for now, I think, you can start using it, play around with it, and share your feedback. And see you next time.